So I like doing these little vlog things. Oh, that helps me wind down from the days of driving on the road. It helps me just debrief, I guess. As it is the end of the day, and this is usually when I feel the most compelled to speak about things that are either bothering me or that I enjoy, the goods and the bads, the pros and the cons. That's what I'd like to do, even for the future, for anybody that wants to know, particularly somebody that I have in mind that I don't get to talk to, that probably has no idea, would be my daughter. If she's my daughter, I have to get a paternity test, but I pay child support, and it doesn't matter if she was my, if I'm her paternal father or not. When I got married, my ex-wife at the time had a son, and he's still my son to me, even though I'm not his biological father. Which I do know that guy, and he said thank you to me for looking out for him and taking care of him. It doesn't matter whose kid it is. I was looking out for him because I could see there's a lot of stuff. That's a long story we can get into another time, but I don't get to see my daughter. I don't know my daughter. She doesn't know me. And maybe someday in the future, when she gets older, she can go and see these videos and kind of get an idea of what life was like for me, what I've been doing all these years, why I haven't been around. So nobody can say, something bad, that I wasn't doing something that I should have been doing, Or I don't know. But so I'm on this load that went from, I left Portland, Oregon, and I am now in St. Cloud, Minnesota. And I've driven the entire way by myself, doing it all safe, by the rules, following policies, the laws, and everything that I'm supposed to be doing, trying to do it all safely, the best that I can. Making sure that everything, if I'm filming anything while I'm behind the wheel, that I'm keeping my mind on the road and what I'm doing. I do the vlogs, but it's really hard for me to concentrate on what I'm doing. So I do these things when I'm here. There's some stuff I can say, but I'm still keeping in mind what's on the road. But this is not really what I even want to talk about right now. Talk about how I want to get to the pros of this trip. Oregon is beautiful. Oregon is absolutely has breathtaking views. It's a pretty place, and I would love to spend more time there, not driving, going to see, getting off the road, walking down the trail, setting up a tent and a campfire, and enjoying the outdoors. So that was that. And then I went to Richland, Washington, it's Tri-City area, and picked up this load and got it picked up and delivered, or picked up and out of there in like 15 minutes, drop and hook. Wasn't expecting that, and it was really great. And got on down the road, went through Washington, through Spokane, which was great. Stopped in Post Falls, got fuel. I got family that lives in that area. I haven't talked to them in a long time, and really just kept moving and really didn't have time to try to get a hold of them and talk to them or hang out or anything like that. I needed to get moving. I had some breakfast over there, and then I got on down the road, got some footage of Lake Coeur d'Alene, which is beautiful. That section of Interstate 90 is great. I love it. Montana, going into Montana, absolutely breathtaking. Really enjoyed that day. At the end of the day, I was really tired, and I just went straight to sleep. And that was, I mean, it was a great day going down that road. And then more Montana, and then North Dakota. I got some awesome footage in North Dakota too. Did some different types of cinematography type things. I'm trying to get some better, more quality, professional like looking videos rather than just dash cam view or just a camera that's just mounted wherever. I want to get the shots and the frames, specific to those types of shots. You have a close up and a long shot and a panning shot. There's like 30 or 40 of them, but I'd like to at least try them out and see what kinds of stuff I could do. I mean, it's like kind of a hobby, I guess, I can have while I'm out here. Something other than drive and sleep. I got something else that keeps me going. It keeps me on the road. Like, if I didn't want to be in this truck and I wanted to get out of the truck and walk away from all of this stuff, then I could, making the videos and traveling, stuff like that, it keeps me, goal oriented of still being on the road. Like winter's coming up and I want to film some of that stuff. So I've got to stick around. I've got to stick around in the truck. I got to stay out here. I know if I get off the road and I go looking for something else, it's probably not going to work out and I'll end up back here again and having to restart all over. I've done that 4 times already and I don't want to do that again. I'm always looking for ways to keep myself going in the long run, to stay on the road, to stay focused, to live like this. You got to find some kind of happiness in doing it. It's so stressful. You got to, it's like, all I can think about is if you're looking out at a field of weeds and you see one rose growing in a field of weeds, it's easy to focus on the beauty of that. Though you're out here and it's really hard to see the beauty of being at this job and the privilege of being able to do it. And I appreciate it and I'm grateful for it, and there's a lot of stuff that I would like to improve, but I don't have the capabilities of getting through to people to help make this a better and safer place to be. It's just general society in this country. And I think I've talked about that plenty of times. But now, since I'm in St. Cloud, I haven't really ate much besides some chicken tenders. There's something inside the truck stop here that I can go and get, I'm sure. Drink some water, which is just how I've been drinking water. I just buy it by the gallon because you can buy a whole gallon for the same price as one little bottle, and then I just drink it right out of the gallon. Why not? I could pour it in individual water bottles, but this works. It's just me. And to stay hydrated, water helps. Staying hydrated helps you stay mentally clear. It helps you stay focused and good and able to drive, because if anything goes wrong out here on the road, I lose all of this. My whole idea and all the stuff I want to do for filming would be over too. So there's a lot of bad stuff that would be over, but there's even worse stuff that would happen because I want that out here. So I know the conditions of not being in this truck would be worse than the conditions of being in this truck. I could say they suck, but I'm making a positive attempt of making a positive life on the road, and that's what I'm trying to stay focused on. Following the rules, being the professional, being the better driver, always looking for ways to improve. And not everybody sees it that way. And I'm considerate of everybody on the road, not just myself and what I need to do, but everybody that needs to go places and how they drive. They want to drive faster, they want to do things like that. I'm going to have to compensate for it. I'm not going to change them. I'm not going to change your driving habits. Only you can do that. Only you can prevent forest fires, So I can't change anything. I'm going to have to adapt and compensate for that, and not just get pissed off or raged about it. I don't want to be mad. There's no point in being mad or hating anybody for it. But I can make the decisions to avoid all of those situations that other people create, and to just get out of that situation. That's not hard to do. I can avoid it. It's really easy. They might go up and crash into somebody else. They're not going to crash into me because I know how to get myself out of it, and I know how to recognize that stuff. So being educated on traffic and patterns and behaviors is really beneficial to me, you know, and beneficial to everybody else. It makes me a safer driver for everybody else on the road. So I really have you in mind. I don't know everybody that might be watching this video. I know it's just a certain few that will be, but you know, it used to make me anxious to talk, to say things, but now I don't want to worry. I don't want the anxiety. So I don't need to go to a mental health professional and take pills to deal with mental health issues. There's many better ways of doing that. The medications are supplementary, but the main course of mental health, you know, getting better mentally is a lot of other things that you have to do. You know, counseling and stuff like that helps educate you on what you have to do, but you actually have to make the efforts to do it. So part of doing these vlogs and talking and discussing stuff like that keeps me mentally healthy. So it's something for me, what I can do for me. Maybe not for somebody else. They don't need to do that. There's other things they can do. But for me, going back and looking at this stuff, maybe just letting it out, just talking about it. It's just there's really nobody else to talk to. I can talk to myself. Like I can see myself in the phone right now. I can see my own face, and it's almost like I'm talking to somebody else, and I can make faces at myself and almost humor myself. It's only weird. It makes me feel like I'm like Tom Hanks in the movie Castaway, and he had the volleyball called Wilson. Everybody knows that movie. So he had Wilson, and Wilson helped him deal with being on that island by himself. So life for me in this truck is kind of like Tom Hanks in Castaway and Wilson. And I mean, I don't have a Wilson in the truck, but I guess my YouTube channel here is going to be like my Wilson. And if I lost this connection and couldn't do this anymore, I would be pretty upset by that. It would be really hard for me not to be able to share or talk to. I mean, I could talk. I mean, I did it for years. Talk to my empty passenger seat and just talk to myself. But this, even if nobody watches this and it's only me, it's just for me. Then I'll go back and I rewatch a lot of the stuff that I do, and as I learn more, I can go back and see where I've changed, what differences I made, if I've learned anything, if I'm going backwards, maybe I forgot something, and I can go back and watch this video and recall it, you know? So I think my phone's freezing. I think I should finish up this vlog because it's 13 minutes, 8 seconds. It's frozen. 9 seconds, 16 seconds. Okay, that's better. All right, I'm getting off here. See ya.